Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Spider-Man 3 here on the Kwings Let's Plays channel. Still fighting the flu, but Peter doesn't care, and neither should you. So we hope you guys had a great New Year's, and today we're going to do some filler quests. And I think it would be kind of fun to go after the Dragon's Tail. That sounds fun.
Yep.
That should be Chinatown, though. It's like way over here. And by Midtown East.
Yeah, and Luke's been taking care of me a little bit, but I have the Viking version of whatever he has.
Yeah, I totally got Amber 6, so. Worth it. Alright, let's do this!
Well, I have had my grapefruit juice today, so
Words, Amber, words.
Yes.
Speak them.
Okay, I will be speaking the words. Well, one thing I like about today, though, one positive thing, it's still snowy outside.
There's going to be a lot of snow this weekend, so it's kind of crazy.
Whoa.
I know.
Crazy.
I mean, it snowed in Chicago, it's snowing here, so... the sniffles kind of add to it.
It's snow joke.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there. You know, I actually don't think there's been a Spider-Man game that takes place in winter yet. I've seen it in the rain, I've seen it, sunny and, nighttime, but I can't think of any Spider-Man game, free roaming, that takes place in the wintertime.
I have a question, though, but you're gonna hate me because I've been trolling you all week, but...
Always.
I was wondering, is there any Spider-Man comic where he gets a cold?
There is a 80s cartoon where he actually goes to the doctor and, he finds out he's allergic to reptiles.
Oh, interesting.
It was actually a funny episode because,
Be a dragon tail hideout.
Dragon tail. It's the first time that I ever, as a kid, remember him battling the lizard. It wasn't the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends show.
Oh,
it was the one that actually happened simultaneously as a solo Spider-Man series. Same animation. That Marvel put out for both Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and Spider-Man the series, but it was a different voice actor for both of them.
Yeah.
Which was interesting, but yeah, Spider-Man had a cold, or not a cold, he found out he was allergic to reptiles, so he had a really hard time going after the lizard. It was funny though, he'd sneeze in his mask and... when he would sneeze, his web shooters would malfunction.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I remember they had a Superman thing, on Lois and Clark, where he got sick.
Well, that was because of kryptonite, though.
Yeah.
Well, I say that the dragon people are inviting us in. I say we crash.
Let's go say hello.
Sorry, door. Whoa! How did he pop out of the pot like that?
The guy...
Pop out of that urn?
I know, right?
I know. That just happened.
Ooh, I hope that wasn't expensive. Because I broke it.
Was that like a paper wall?
Not anymore.
I see. Oh, I thought you broke the pot.
No, I broke the really cool windows.
Yeah.
How you doing there, dragon guy?
I thought they were made out of paper. Maybe it's like really expensive paper.
Yeah. Speaking of dragon stuff, have you noticed that most of these Chinese guys we're fighting kind of look like Iron Fist a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Where are they all coming from?
I don't know.
The Orient?
Yeah, my favorite Disney Infinity Spider-Man move.
Oh, the Web Rodeo?
Yeah.
Web Rodeo's cool. Well, you notice that most of Spider-Man's moves were used in so many of the free-roaming Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
Even Amazing Spider-Man uses something from the other Treyarch games.
Yeah, he has a lot of cool signature moves. That's amazing when he jumps in the air and spins with his feet directly out. It's like, that's like humanly possible.
Sorry, Spidey. Will you guys just knock it off, please? I'm trying to have a conversation. There you go. I just floored those fools. Oh, man.
You're doing awesome, Kwings.
I don't know about that.
Maybe not anymore. You were doing awesome.
Ah! Why? I can't take another hit like that from Hong Kong Phooey. Bring it!
So, yep, today we're just... Oh, ouch. Never mind.
Well, that's it for Spidey. Doesn't go out fighting one of the Sinister Six. He gets slapped in the head by a China guy, and, well, that's it.
Yeah.
No more Spidey. Wow. Really?
Some guy that just came out of a pot.
Be a dragon tail hideout.
Well, no, it's funny because it's New York City. He won't have like a legit, like, you know, cool Chinese name. He could be like Frank or Louis or something like that. Spider-Man was defeated in Chinatown today by Louis.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Locals are stunned, as is the Green Goblin.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you're trying to get a job and you move to a new country, you want your name to sound similar so that people want to hire you.
You know, people still call me Lou, even though my name's Luke. It's like I go to his...
What?
Yeah, they say my name wrong all the time.
Why?
I don't know. You know what? I really think these urns have something to do with it.
Did he just pop out of that urn?
Yeah, he did pop
Maybe
out of that
it's like
urn.
a spawning point.
Exactly. So we're gonna take these urns out.
You took one out, but Luke, you're destroying priceless artifacts.
You mean they were priceless artifacts? Now they're nothing but junk.
Why are you doing that, Lou? Yeah, it's weird that people like mispronounce the most like simple things ever.
Wait, did they have a gun? That's not really
Those are
honor
Where are
based.
they all coming from?
like terracotta warriors over there.
Ah. Alright, so how many pots are left? Well, that one's toast. Don't mind if I redecorate your cool headquarters.
Yeah, I never understand it when I'm on the phone or when I'm like at a store or something and I tell people like if they need my name for something and I tell them it's Amber and they're like, how do I spell that? It's like,
Really?
really? It's like, how would you not? There's only one way to spell that. It's like, I just don't know.
You know, I really like this encounter. It feels like we're in a 70s kung fu movie. But then you add like the Matrix slowdown stuff. It just, I don't know, it works. Wow, Spidey, you were getting your butt kicked again!
Yeah. But like,
Seriously, block!
Luke is a name I feel like that has been around before the name Lou. Like, Lou is actually short for like Louis or Louis, so it's like, I don't know, Luke is more common name. I just don't understand that at all.
Wow.
That bothers me now. Tell me who those people are that called you Lou. I need to ask them why.
Oh, doctors,
yeah.
telemarketers.
It's weird.
Oh! That was pretty cool. That was a nice throw he did there. So some of these moves that they're doing are actually real martial arts moves, not the stuff Spidey's doing. You could say that Spidey's doing kind of capoeira or something, but he's not. He's doing Spidey Kung Fu. Alright, that is crazy. Camera angle, stop that.
Toby Maguire does the whiny martial arts.
I don't know, I could actually see watching Spider-Man 1 through 2. They're not bad. Spider-Man 3 I can't stand.
I had no idea you didn't
well,
like that
there's a
movie.
reason why I haven't watched all of it. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, I really liked the portrayal of Gwen Stacy better with the newer version of it, like the Amazing Spider-Man Gwen Stacy. Then the Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3 was like, this does not feel like Gwen at all.
They were rushing things.
Because why would Gwen be modeling when she's supposed to be some kind of like super smart girl, only caring about school and her internship? She just happens to be pretty also, but she doesn't like care about how she looks like 24/7 like the one in Spider-Man 3.
Well, apparently the studio wanted to put everything in a kitchen sink inside of Spider-Man 3 to kind of build off franchise stuff. Hey, look, dominoes!
Whoa!
Terracotta dominoes!
Yeah.
There we go! Oh, take that, Dragon Tail.
Of course, those probably would be replicas since...
Well, I mean, it's New York City, you never know.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The replicas could be in China, for all you know. When people fled the Orient. You never know.
No way.
New York City's got a very interesting history. And it's a melting pot of all kinds of cultures. That's why it's one of my favorite cities in the world. Here we go!
Well, whoever has the originals be worth a ton of money.
Of course. Probably some bad guys somewhere, to be honest.
I always thought they were still in China, though. Now I'm gonna have to look it up after this. Thanks a lot, Luke.
There's no way you can know. Even Jackie Chan has made movies about, you know, people stealing from Chinese history and the Chinese government having the fake stuff to bring up appearances and making it look real, but it's all counterfeit because the real stuff was stolen, you know, hundreds of years ago or during the Great War or something. You never know.
That was like that one movie, though.
Nope, he's had several movies like that.
Alright.
So it makes you wonder why they keep talking about
if
it.
Jackie Chan says it happened, then it must be true.
That's right.
Alright.
There we go. Another Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Dragon Van? Oh. Their insurance just went up. Magic Van appears magically. More
see that every
Terracotta
day.
Warriors.
I do.
Oh, I remember where I heard about those. There was like a father and son that were building them by hand, the way that they were done in the olden days. Mm-hmm. And they had to, because they were clay, you know, made out of terracotta or whatever, they had to wait till the base was drying before they added the next layer on.
Interesting.
And they had to make them totally hollow inside. And they had to detail everything by hand, and each of them, I believe, had a different base or something. So they were all individual, like, warriors.
Round and round we go. Where we stop, only Spidey knows. Oh, I was aiming for the car.
Yeah.
What? Alright, this game's glitchy. Now, in Spider-Man 2, there's actually a way to hang guys from lampposts, which is kind of funny. Oh, that was a cool... He did a, like, Ryu tornado kick.
Yep.
So how you would do it in the other game is you would grab onto people, and then...
Oh, man, they took the van. I'm so fired.
Don't worry. They left a trail even a blind man could follow.
Oh.
Wait, is it pointing in the direction I'm supposed to go? That's so cliche.
They're just, like, throwing artifacts out, or replicas or whatever.
Luckily, we have Spidey Arkham Vision. But yeah, anyway... you could actually hang guys from light posts by grabbing them, then pressing jump, and then the web button.
Arkham Spidey.
Or in some of the other early Spider-Man games, you could press, I believe it was a combo, like punch, punch, and then jump, and you would tie them to lampposts, and they'd be like, get me down.
Well, you know what I was just thinking? You know how in the Mummy movie where that mummy guy came to life and summoned his army?
Are you talking about the Jet Li Mummy movie?
I don't know. I'm talking about The Mummy, like, the movie, and he summoned his army or whatever.
Right.
The one that you like.
I like all the Mummy movies, even the one with Jet
first
Li.
one or whatever. I didn't even know Jet Li was in the Mummy movies.
Yes, he was. He was the Japanese mummy, Chinese mummy that summoned the Tadakara, the warriors.
You guys have receipts for all that,
Yep.
right?
They already did that? Oh.
Yep.
I just had that idea. I was like, they should do that.
That was the last movie with Brendan Fraser.
That should have been its own thing, though. Was that its own movie, though? Because that would be a tremendous...
Yes, it was its own movie.
Why did I not remember that?
You've even seen it!
Well, I just said that idea. That would be a cool idea for a movie.
Oh my gosh. 51st States, Amber.
I must have seen that like 40 years ago. 50, maybe 70 years ago.
5.
Okay.
Alright,
Maybe like 200 years ago I saw that.
Will you stop? 5 years ago.
Oh.
We have it on Blu-ray, or DVD.
200 years ago when I was really little.
It's actually the death of the Mummy movies until Tom Cruise killed the Mummy movies for good.
Yeah, I had a feeling he would kill them.
Oh, come on! How? What?
As soon as it said Tom Cruise and Mummy movie, it's like, I knew it was dead.
Dead man walking. How did we die?
I don't know.
The Dragon Tails beat you with what? That makes no sense. Explain, game. Explain now.
But, didn't they replace that one actress from the first and second Mummy movie in the third one? Like his love interest?
His wife was given the Rachel
see that
Dawes
every
treatment
day.
by the third Mummy movie.
Yeah.
The one with Jet Li.
Once they replaced her, it was like not the same for me.
No, it wasn't. Because she was awesome.
She was like just as big a part of it as Brendan Fraser.
It felt like Evie didn't have as big of a role in the third movie that they replaced her with. And the actress was excited because they were going to go on to do a couple more Mummy movies, actually.
Yeah.
And then when the reception was poor and Jet Li was angry over how poorly the movie did, that was the death of the Mummy franchise, and one could say Brendan Fraser and a lot of these actors' careers. Jet Li, it's considered one of his biggest flops when it's really not that bad of a movie. It's not amazing, but...
Oh, man, they took the van. I'm so fired.
Don't worry. They left a trail even a blind man could follow.
Like, I would watch that movie over Spider-Man 3 any day.
Well, actually,
if I was given the choice.
You think about it though, that guy, that one emperor who had the terracotta warriors, before that guy, they would actually have whole armies of people that they would bury with the emperor. Like, he was the first one to actually make clay people instead of real people.
Yep.
So, in reality, you could actually have several emperors come back to life and raise an army of people, because there'd be lots of undead people besides the clay people. Never mind. You could... maybe they should have made it bigger with more armies or something.
It was huge. It was a massive movie.
Why can't I remember seeing this? Ugh. Alright, now I'm gonna have to see this again.
We even have our DVD collection behind us.
You guys have receipts for all that, right? Get them!
Well, they're called business expense. Stop breaking the fourth wall! Oh, this is really freaking me out with this game. Ugh.
We got that movie as a... what? No, I don't think we took it off as a... I don't know if we ever take movies off as that.
Yes, I do. When we go to movies, when we, you know, whatever we use for entertainment or we talk about in our videos, it's a business expense.
Alright.
Ow!
Well, it really doesn't help for me since I don't even remember it at all. Sadness, sorry.
Are these guys, like, super strong? Are they using chi powers or something? Because Spidey would not be knocked around like a rag doll by these guys.
I mean, these are just... I think they're using their chi or something.
They have to be.
Look at that energy stuff. Energico.
Whew. That Dragon Tail gang sure puts up some fight.
They're pretty lethal. Glad I dropped by. What do they want with these old statues?
I don't know, beats me. We got a tip on the heist from an old guy, antique collector named Chen, but he wouldn't tell us more.
Maybe I'll look him up.
And cue helicopter so you can't hear their conversation. Oh.
Conversation fading out. Yeah, I actually like Jet Li. I don't know how I didn't remember that. Alright, moving on, I guess.
I think you were more fascinated with the Jackie Chan Jet Li movie that came out around the same time. Or a year after or something. You only watched it once and you were kind of like, I like The Mummy 2 better. And it was like, okay, that makes sense. But, you know, it's way better than Tom Cruise Mummy movie.
Well, maybe, like, at that time I hadn't seen that awesome documentary of Terracotta Warriors, so I didn't understand it.
It's possible.
Now I would understand more about it. Unless they got it wrong, in which case I would be like, this is inaccurate. And then stop watching.
The reason you hated the movie, and you may have blocked it out of your memory, is Jet Li is an amazing martial artist, and Rick O'Connell is always the one that beats the mummies. He
Yeah.
was able to fight hand-to-hand combat against Jet Li. And you were just like, this is not possible. He's like the famous dead emperor of China, and Brendan Fraser is beating Jet Li.
Oh yeah, I think I did say that. That would be impossible.
Yeah.
He would have just taken him out with one punch, especially if Jet, you know.
Well, he had mystic powers, and all
Yeah, that
Brendan
doesn't make
Fraser
any
had
sense.
was boxing skills, and also he was much older too. He was supposed to be in the second movie. His son is like what, 7 or 8 years old?
All right, yeah, I have no problem with him defeating. Yeah.
Spidey, we just got held up by Dragon Tails. They got a helicopter now.
Looks like someone needs to clip their wings.
Where did they get that? This game is just... it makes no sense.
Looks like someone needs to clip their wings.
Alright, get close enough and use your webs to gunk up the blades. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna gunk up the blades.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I
Get
would have
enough
been.
webbing in there. I bet I
Forget
can
it.
force them down.
I'll just let Spider-Man talk.
If we get enough webbing, we can force them down. No, you keep going.
Well, I think I would have been okay with Brendan Fraser, like, beating up a mummy guy, but yeah, not an awesome, emperor of China with martial arts skills and
Plus supernatural powers.
Yeah, that totally sounds like me. I think I do remember that now.
And then you demanded we watch a good Jet Li movie, The One.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which, The One is still one of your favorite Jet Li movies that you and I actually saw in theaters together. That's a great movie.
We saw that in theaters together. Oh my gosh.
I hate you.
I do remember that movie. I didn't know why I remembered it.
It was our third date.
Ah, what?
Yeah. A lot of our dating life is like kind of fuzzy for me, but I still remember the movies we saw.
A few more hits like that should do it.
I do remember the movie I fell asleep to, though. I don't know if it was technically a date because you invited other people there.
No, it wasn't a date. It was a group outing. You talking about the one with Vigo?
I thought it was called Hidalgo or something.
Yeah, it was the actor Vigo. You know, Aragorn, whatever.
Oh,
They're
that
losing
guy.
altitude.
Yeah, when he was popular.
He seemed pretty boring in that movie.
Well, I mean,
I fell asleep within 5 minutes.
he was an action actor.
Yeah, so Luke brought me with a couple other people, and we went all the way, like 30 minutes away from our small town, or more, and we went to see a movie, and I worked so hard, I was doing so much homework and stuff, so I was tired from that, and I told Luke, I don't know, I'm kind of tired, and you're like, no, it'll be fun, let's watch this movie, and I totally fell asleep in the theater, but
I was told it was good. It really wasn't.
I didn't think it was
Chopper's
good.
faster than I thought. Better get the lead out.
Where's the chopper going? Wait, how did they just... See, they do have chi power!
Yep.
Either that or they stole Nightcrawler's teleport ability.
They used,
This makes no
They
sense.
used the Force.
Whatever, you know what? I give up with this game.
But
It's a video game.
You know what I was thinking of after I woke up, though, and you told me I'd fallen asleep? I got really nervous because there was a girl that also liked Luke that was in the group.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so nervous that, like, something happened between them when I was asleep. Like, I don't know. But hopefully nothing did.
Yeah, we shared a Big Mac while you were sleeping.
What?
Mac attack.
Unbelievable.
She actually talked to me the entire time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not this again!
I'm so sorry.
It's alright. She was asking me what I thought about the movie, and it was just kind of like... I was thinking the Romancing the Stone movies in the 80s were better than this. I miss 80s movies in general.
Yeah, I didn't even know anyone liked those. I thought only old people liked Romancing the Stone movies.
It was a cute movie.
Yeah.
And it had a sequel. The sequel wasn't awesome, but it did have a sequel.
I just remember when she's trying to walk in the mud and he makes her chop off her heels of her shoes. I thought that was hilarious.
Well, you know, he was trying to be like Indiana Jones. Every action movie in the 80s had some type of Amazon exploring thing. It was like a staple for 10 years.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, it was all about archaeologists being cool.
I guess Indiana Jones did it best, though, because
Oh, of course.
it's like...
Until Harrison Ford came back in the Crystal Skull. What's up with that?
Well, I am glad that he ended up with the original girl he was with in the first movie. That was good, but...
That's because they couldn't get anybody else to come back.
Yeah, the Crystal Skulls was a little weird because it's all alien-like, but... I mean,
people used to not like the Temple of Doom or the Last Crusade and view that as their worst movie, but Crystal Skull united Indiana Jones fans, and now we all know what the worst movie is. The Crystal Skull.
yeah.
It was nothing. Woohoo! Let's just hope they don't have any more helicopters.
Yeah. It wasn't hard to take out the
Yeah, I
helicopter.
mean, you couldn't go wrong with Sean Connery as Indiana Jones' dad.
Yeah.
I mean, no one could have made a better choice than that.
Silence your cell phones, please.
Sorry!
Ugh. All right, I guess we'll go to a higher vantage point and then figure out what we're gonna do next. Oh boy, but yeah, no, the fight scene between Jet Li and Rick O'Connell was
I think I recall saying Jet Li would have won.
Well, I mean, Rick O'Connell was using his weapons, and also his son, who they were trying to build up as the next action star, you know, he fought the mummy guy too, and whatever. It was just...
Unrealistic!
It was annoying. But anyway, guys and gals, that does it for this episode of Spider-Man 3. Your nightly saga continues. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join us next time as we try to progress more of this story. Until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!